Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss the case of Ramachandran Bandhuwala versus Income Tax Officer. This case has been reported in 103 ITR short notes 81 and the matter has been decided by Hyderabad ITAT A bench. The date of the judgment is 19th April 2023. In this case, there was an issue regarding the violation of section 269 SS which prohibits loans and deposits and some specified sum that should not be received other than by account pay check or by other banking channels. And section 271D says that the penalty can be imposed on the assessee for the violation of section 269 SS, meaning thereby that if the assessee receives some loans, receives some specified sum or deposits in cash, in that case the penalty under section 271D can be imposed, which is 100% of the amount received in cash. In this case, the assessee sold its property in the financial year ending 31st March 2016 for rupees 10,48,000. During the demonetization period, the assessee deposited this amount into his bank account, due to which the case of the assessee was picked for scrutiny, and in the scrutiny proceedings, the assessee explained that whatever the cash of rupees 10,48,000 has been deposited by the assessee into his bank account, the source of that cash is the sale proceeds of the property which has been sold by the assessee in the financial year 2016, for which the assessee also submitted the sale deed and other relevant documents. When these documents were provided before the learned assessing officer was convinced with the submission of the assessee and the returned income of the assessee was accepted. But after completing the assessment, the learned assessing officer came to know that there is a penalty of section 271D which can be imposed on the assessee for the receipt of cash. So he initiated the proceedings under section 271D and issued a show cause notice to the assessee that why the penalty under section 271D for the violation of section 269 SS for the receipt of sale proceeds of the property in cash should not be imposed on you. It was the submission of the assessee that the current year is assessment year 17-18. The cash has been received in the assessment year 16-17. So, in the assessment year 17-18, the penalty cannot be imposed on the assessee for the cash received in the assessment year 16-17. But the learned assessing officer was not convinced with the point of the assessee, so he imposed the penalty and passed the penalty order. When the assessee moved to the CIT appeal also upheld the order of the assessing officer. So the assessee has to move to the ITAT. When this matter came before the ITAT said that it is general rule of law that if the assessment is pending for the assessment year 17-18 or the proceedings are going for a particular assessment year, so for that particular assessment year only that income which is related to that assessment year can be assessed, or the penalty provisions or the prosecution provisions can be lodged only for that particular year and not for the defaults for any earlier assessment year or for future assessment years. So ITAT gave relief to the assessee by upholding that the amount received by the assessee in cash relates to the previous year 16-17 and the penalty has been imposed in the assessment year 17-18. So this penalty is not sustainable in the eyes of the law, and the ITAT deleted the order of the CIT appeal for confirming the order of the learned assessing officer. Friends, generally we see that the height of the department in passing the assessment orders or the penalty orders without appreciating the facts of the case, just for the sake, or you can say just for the ritual, they pass the penalty orders without going into the integrity, whether they are valid in law, and there is a drastic and apparent mistake at the part of the assessing officer that he is going to impose the penalty for a fault which is related to the assessment year 16-17 in the assessment year 17-18. So these type of orders should not be passed, and the CBDT itself should take very strict actions for these type of orders which have been passed. At the end of this video, once again, I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Ramachandran Bandhu Vula versus Income Tax Officer, and this case has been reported in 103 ITR Tribunal Short Notes 81. The matter has been decided by Hyderabad ITAT A bench, and the date of the judgment is 19th April 2023. Thank you, friends.